Hey YouTube, so I wanted to do a quick video about fooling ourselves, right, when we're trying to quit smoking. So for the last 2 days I have been listening to Quit Smoking with Ellen Carr, and I downloaded it as an Audible version of the book, and it makes a lot of really awesome points in this book. And what I wanted to talk about was the first time I quit for 20 days, when I started smoking again. I started smoking again with regular cigarettes, and then I switched over to prime times because I think in my mind, oh, they're not as bad as a regular cigarette, right? That's not true, because I'm smoking just as much. The only difference is that they're $3-4 cheaper. And as far as like nicotine levels, I honestly think that those are a higher nicotine level than a regular cigarette. And so in listening to this book, I have fooled myself into thinking that I can quit by still smoking, even though it is a prime time vanilla little cigar, which is not the case. So I'm a wreck today, and I'm not really sure why, but I am going to make it a point to finish this book. I have, I think, 2 hours left of listening, and he does suggest that you do not, if you haven't quit when you start reading or listening to the book, to not quit before you finish the book, because I guess there's some kind of ritual with putting out your last cigarette. So that is my plan today. I'm going to finish this book, and I'm going to extinguish my last prime time cigarette today, tonight, later. It's 3:30 right now, so hopefully by 7 or 8 is my plan to have my last one, which I actually do that a lot. There's a lot of times I won't have a cigarette past 6 o'clock at night, and that way, my philosophy behind that is because when I wake up at 6 in the morning, it's already been 12 hours, blah blah blah, I'm 12 hours into it. But that's just another tactic that us smokers do to fool ourselves, is by believing that we have control. We don't have control. But if you haven't read or listened to the Quit Smoking by Ellen Carr, I'm going to really suggest it, because he makes a lot of really valid points. And my head's cut off on the video, sorry. He makes a lot of really valid points about what smokers believe. You know, we believe that we have control over it. We believe that we enjoy smoking. He mentions in this book that most of the cigarettes that we smoke are done on a subconscious level, which I had actually noted that the last time I quit. And then when I started smoking prime times again, I kind of wasn't paying attention, but then I'm making myself be more conscious about it, and I'm catching myself like, yeah, I don't even want this, and I put it out. But then 20 minutes later, subconsciously, I go pick it up and finish the cigarette. So yeah, so tomorrow is Friday, August 10th, 2018, and I am going to extinguish my last cigarette tonight, hopefully at 7:30, no later than 7:30, and go from there. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about fooling ourselves. We fool ourselves all the time, and that doesn't help. You know, it doesn't help if we're constantly trying to fool ourselves into believing that we have control, or believing that we don't need it, or believing that we smoke because there's pleasure, because truthfully, there's no pleasure in smoking. The only thing that we're feeling is that release of nicotine to our brain. That's it. That we're addicted to the drug. There is actually no pleasure in smoking an actual cigarette. So anyway, I just really wanted to go over that with you guys. Yeah, so wish me luck and we'll chat. Hopefully tomorrow I can stay on top of making my daily videos, because when I do make my daily videos, then I personally do a lot better at quitting smoking. So here is to extinguishing my last cigarette tonight. See ya.